sponsored by Women in Business and, of course, part of Radio City's charity Cash for Kids. I'm speaking to Roz Vaughan, who's one of the nominees. Roz, if you'd just introduce yourself for me.
Okay, my name's Roz Vaughan. I'm from Runcorn. I'm 56 years old and I'm currently undergoing treatment for cancer.
Roz, first of all, we'll move on to your story in just a second, but first tell me, what was it like to be nominated for this award?
It was absolutely I was blown away. I just didn't believe that I would even come under the list of merits to be able to be nominated for something like this. I mean, there's a lot of people got cancer. I think the reason for the nomination is the way that I've handled it. Been quite upbeat and outgoing about it, raising awareness, turned it into a bit of a comedy, writing poetry and things about it. So,
and I mean, obviously it's been a very traumatic time for yourself in the last few months to kind of go through, but I guess what did it mean to kind of to receive that and obviously have some very positive news come in?
I just couldn't believe it. I actually broke down in tears when I got the call. To think that somebody had put me forward for the way that I have been and the way that I've managed my illness myself, but it was about the way I'd made other people feel, and they thought that was something worth voting for me for or putting me forward for such an award.
So who was it who nominated you? What's their relation to you?
It's Jane Murphy and Jane Horton, both at O2 managers. I work very closely with. I've been with there for 15 years and we are very, very close. We are, all the managers, quite a close team. O2 is just a great company to work for. We are all very close.
Take me through your personal story now. So I understand you were diagnosed with kidney cancer in November.
Yes.
And this was something which I suppose came as a surprise, but you were feeling there was something not quite right when you were visiting the doctor.
Yes, and the doctor had put me on numerous courses of antibiotics and I wasn't getting any better, and it was actually one day in work and my manager had said, "You just don't look right at all," and I'd gone a bit dizzy and she'd sent me home. My husband said, "Right, go back to the doctors," and he persisted with the doctor. All my tests had come back clear, blood tests, urine samples, all come back clear, and if it hadn't been to my husband saying, "Look, I know my wife, she just is not right," and then sent me to hospital for further investigation. Even there, they were going to discharge me, saying I had a urine infection, and fortunately a junior doctor had noticed there was a small dot of blood in my urine, and he kept me in, and then that was it then. It was treating me for gallstones, but obviously it wasn't. It was something much bigger and life-changing. Absolutely, our world just fell apart.
And I understand as well, after surgery there, you then found yet another tumour as well. Just talk me through that as well.
Well, that was on my 3-month check, so I've been recovered really well from the operation. I've been cut open, obviously, right down the front, had a lot taken away. Went for the 3-month check, which is really, really hard because you do get what's called scanxiety. You're just so frightened about what they're going to find. But I was quite confident, and then when we went back for the results, I was told that a tiny nodule, like a pinprick, what they saw on my scan in November in my lung, had developed, but it had grown quite big and quite aggressive. The other tumour was quite aggressive as well. Unrelated to the kidney cancer, just it's a very small chance that that's going to happen to anyone, that they get a new primary cancer, but I did, and I just had that removed 4 weeks ago, as I say, at the Liverpool Heart and Chest.
No, it can be devastating news, but tell me, I suppose your attitude and what you decided you wanted to do after receiving this news.
I wanted to let everyone know that I was okay, I was me, I was fine, and I wanted to be strong for everybody else. I'm not one that will sit and won't dwell on it. If it was a member of my own family, then it would really rock me. It would rock me completely, because it's me. I can handle it, and I think I'm strong enough. In fact, I've actually realised just how strong I am through this, because I think if it had happened to one of my kids or my husband, I don't know how I would have took it. I think I would have fell to pieces, but I'm just so surprised at how strong I really am. Just got to be upbeat and outgoing.
I mean, you mentioned that you've got your husband sat here as well. I mean, how have you been inspired, I suppose, by how your wife has approached this and the attitude that she's taken?
Well, I've been very inspired, to be honest with you. Absolutely amazed at her attitude, her upbeatness, her positivity. It's never been down. It's always been forward. People come up to me and say, "How's your wife? She looks great," and that's fantastic. She does look good. She looks great. But obviously, we're on a long journey here, and we're out the woods by a long, long way. And I'm just so honoured and so proud.
Now,
I'm really proud.
You're obviously trying to get a message out to others as well, that that could essentially be sat at a time bomb and not know about it, which was your own situation. So what are you trying to do in terms of raise awareness?
I just want everyone, especially every woman, but even every man. But it's more common in men, kidney cancer, than what it is in women. But it's the eighth killer, the biggest killer. But it's not as advertised about kidney cancer because it's always found incidental. But I would urge anybody who has had or believes that they've got any urine infection or the doctor's treating them for that to persist and ask for an ultrasound scan.
We had Rosalind had a Facebook blog. It's really, really strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
It still is really strong. And a couple of lads in my work, actually went on the site, read it, and actually went to the doctor and got a few checkups, and consequently two of them are now
Getting treatment for
the kidneys. So that actually it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing.
But I've even had other kidney cancer sufferers that have gone through it, and like a gentleman I met the other week, he'd asked to meet me. He's also been diagnosed, had the same operation as me, but unfortunately for him it's metastasised in other areas of his body, so his prognosis isn't very good, but he just felt so pleased to be able to meet me, and he felt a lot more positive after being able to talk to me because he was from down south but he's got no family up here, so he came for a meal with us, didn't he? And he's so much better. He's getting on so much better now with the news that he got.
I mean, obviously the idea, I guess, of inspiring other people and helping them out is something which I guess brings great comfort to yourself.
Definitely, absolutely, and it's something I do on a daily basis anyway. I mean, that's what anyone in work will tell you. You know, if anyone's got a problem, always then I'll try and help them out, personal or on a business level. I will do anything. I've got a team, or I had a team of 15 advisors, and every one of them was like my own children, and the relationship I had with them. But that's what they say, oh, you can go to Roz with anything. And hearing all this, I'm so surprised. And in fact, I'm not, yet I am, how much they feel about me and how much this has brought out the true feelings of them as well. And but also, by the same rule, it's sort of, I've lost people because two of my close family members can't face it, so they've completely just gone off track. I've not heard from them since I first got ill in November. Two close friends that we were in the army, and my husband was in the army, they've actually distanced themselves because they don't know how to take it either. That's hard for me to cope with, but I understand. But I'm getting a lot of support elsewhere.
Just finally, I guess it is about trying to change people's attitudes and their approach to it as well, because you can understand that some people just they don't know how to take it, do they?
No. And the first thing when I got diagnosed the first time, I went into work, got all the managers together in a room and my managers as well, and I went, look, this is me, I'm not going to change, this is what I've got, this is what's going to happen. If you want to ask me anything at all, I'm still me. And I laughed in jokes about the operation. I went, oh God, I had this done, I had that done, and they just said to me, thank you so much, you've made us feel better, because we didn't know how to speak to you, but now they just treat me as normal. They organised a big night out, got a big limo to come and pick me up and took me out on this mad night out before my last operation. Just they're an amazing bunch, amazing.
Looking ahead as well, I mean, I guess you're still kind of up in the air in terms of waiting for more results and seeing what treatment you might require.
Yeah, I get my histology results on the 18th of June, which is next week, so we're looking forward to that. I'm not worried. I'll take what's ever thrown at me. If I have to have chemotherapy, I'll have chemotherapy, but I'll still keep being strong. That is it. That is the only thing I know. I can't wait to get back to do all my own DIY, laying flags in the garden, doing all this. But obviously this operation has floored me a little bit. This is really about the first time I've been on my feet, isn't it, today? I just want to get back to me, and then I'll know this is Roz, this is the way I was, and this is the way I'm going to continue.
Well, we'll say thanks ever so much for coming in to speak to us, and wish you best of luck with the award, and just hope that going forward the prognosis can be good as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
City Talk 105.9.